Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video on AFA Gaming. This time we are going to be looking at Free Fire. So if you are a PUBG player who has recently started playing Free Fire, this video is meant to help you to get accustomed to the game and point out the major differences in between the two games so that when you switch over from PUBG to Free Fire, you will not be confused. So this video is to help you ease in. So let's get started. The very first thing that you're going to notice is that this game's movement is really different. So if you move the joystick around, it's not as effective because there are buttons to help you out. You can just press the accelerate button and you will start heading down at full speed. That's basically what the game is. And it goes the same way for movement as well. So let's just try to land and find a weapon first. Now, I am currently landing in Clock Tower, which is one of the most heavily contested areas in Bermuda. You will notice, if you try to move around using your joystick like you normally would in PUBG or Call of Duty, it's really slow. But if you press this button, it becomes significantly faster. And that's the basic fundamental of this game. This game is different only because of its movement. So you can only use your right thumb when you're running at full speed. If you want more control over the movement of your characters, you have to slow down. Like when I'm peeking around in third person, I have to do it slowly. But if I jump around, at full speed, I can't control the direction that my character is going in very effectively. So I have to be really careful when peeking like this. The other thing that I can do is just run at full speed and try to pre-fire around the corner because I know somebody's already there. Unless he's holding an angle with a shotgun. In that case, I'm just gonna die. That's another thing about this game. Shotguns are really effective. In PUBG, not a lot of people use shotguns because they think they're bad or something. But in Free Fire, shotguns are extremely effective. Like really effective. Second thing, the auto aim. In this game, the auto aim is absolutely amazing. To an extent that it's so good that you really can't even aim without the help of it. What happened right now? You saw, I was trying to aim at his body. The auto aim locked onto his body, which is fine, which is completely fine. I want that to happen, right? I want the auto aim to lock onto his body so that my job becomes easier. But if I try to land a headshot, it's not going to do that because the aim is going to be stuck continuously to his body. So if you want to land a headshot, you need to move your crosshair up deliberately just so that the auto aim allows you to do so. Otherwise, it's going to be stuck at his body or his leg level, and you really don't want that happening. So now you have the two basics, the movement and the shooting. You have to be careful about these two aspects. The next thing is clearing corners. So how do you clear corners? You can either slow move and peek around in third person, check out who is, who's next to you. Or if you know a person is somewhere, you can just jump around and pre-fire. Like for example, if I know that there is a guy hiding, I don't know, somewhere over here, right? And if I'm coming from that side, I'm gonna run at full speed. I'm going to sacrifice the movement and I'm just going to start pre-firing around the corner simply because I know his position. So that's one of the things that you can do. Another thing that you might have noticed in Free Fire is the absence of the I button. Now, so in PUBG, there's an I button which lets you look around while you're running in the same direction. In Free Fire, that does not happen. So how do you look around when you continue to move in the same direction? You jump and you look around. And you get back in the same place, as you land. So as soon as you land, your character will start running in the direction that you're facing. So if you don't want to change your direction, just jump, look around and continue looking the same way. It's as simple as that. These are just a few beginner tips in Free Fire that will really help you get used to the game. And if you're used to the basic movements of the speed, all the other principles that you know about PUBG will apply to this game. Like predicting where the enemy moves, whether they play in the center or whether they play, around the edges of the zone. All of that is going to be mostly the same. The only difference is people can't go prone in the grass. That's really one good thing about this game, is that people can't be snaking around in the grass because it's really easy to spot people snaking in the grass. So that's not going to happen. That's one thing you need not worry about. That was, I think, one of the most annoying things about PUBG as well. You check all the corners, you check all the angles, you check, oh, there's a guy right next to that tree, there might be someone next to that rocks, there might be someone in that house, and when you don't see anyone, you get killed by a guy who's literally in the middle of nowhere. And that's one thing that doesn't happen in Free Fire. That's the best part about it. The other thing is some people in PUBG are used to jiggling around. They jiggle. Now, jiggling does not happen in this game simply because if you change the direction, it becomes harder for you to control your character. So jiggling is difficult. If you try to go full control, you become slow enough. And that's why jiggle movement is not that prominent in this game as it was in PUBG. Plus, the whole point of a jiggle movement is to avoid people shooting at you. In this game, you can just put down a glue wall the moment somebody starts shooting at you. So you don't need to worry about it as much as that. But one thing you do need to take care of is this. Unlock these slots as quickly as you can. Right now, I only have one skill equipped. And to be honest, it's not even that great. This character is called Maxim. And this character really doesn't help much because he only increases the speed at which you apply your medicines by 2%. 2%. That's nothing. If I upgrade it, if I upgrade this character skill, it will probably help me get to 6%. Again, not that big of a difference. There are more powerful characters. I will tell you about which characters are better, which characters are worse, but that's for another video because that's a completely different topic. But what you can do is have your character's default skill equipped, and at the same time, you can equip the skill of 3 other characters in these slots right here. And you need to unlock them. So work on unlocking these as soon as you can, because having the power of 4 characters in total, it is massive and it is essential in Free Fire. So we will be coming out with another video about how to help you go around and setting up your ideal characters, which, match your playstyle and everything. So see you next time and stay tuned. I hope this basic movement video helped. The whole point of this video was just to make sure that the some doubts that you have about Free Fire moving on as a PUBG player are solved. And we will be answering more doubts. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. We'll see you next time.